Question 1. What is the minimum driving age to obtain a Class G1 license in Ontario? A. 17 years. B. 15 years. C. 16 years. D. 18 years. The answer is C. 16 years. Explanation. You must be at least 16 years old to apply for a G1 license in Ontario. Question 2. When approaching an intersection without signs or signals, who has the right of way? A. The vehicle on the left. B. The vehicle that arrives last. C. The vehicle on the right. D. The vehicle going straight. The answer is C. The vehicle on the right. Explanation. At uncontrolled intersections, vehicles approaching from the right have the right of way according to Ontario's rules. Question 3. When turning left at an intersection, you must A. Yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. B. Turn quickly to block traffic. C. Proceed without stopping if the road looks clear. D. Move to the right lane before turning. The answer is A. Yield to oncoming. Explanation. Drivers turning left must yield to oncoming vehicles and pedestrians crossing the intersection. Question 4. What must a driver do when entering a road from a private driveway? A. Honk and enter quickly. B. Stop and yield to all traffic and pedestrians. C. Enter slowly without stopping. D. Wait only for vehicles from the left. The answer is B. Stop and yield to all traffic and pedestrians. Explanation. You must stop before the sidewalk and yield to vehicles and pedestrians before entering a public road. Question 5. You may legally pass another vehicle on the right when A. The other driver is turning left and the road is clear. B. The other driver is going slowly. C. You are on a curve. D. You are near an intersection. The answer is A. The other driver is turning left and the road is clear. Explanation. Passing on the right is allowed only when the other vehicle is turning left and the lane is clear. Question 6. When approaching a railway crossing without gates or lights, a driver should A. Stop if a train is approaching. B. Speed up to cross quickly. C. Cross without looking. D. Honk continuously. The answer is A. Stop if a train is approaching. Explanation. You must stop at least 5 meters from the nearest rail if a train is approaching. Question 7. When two vehicles reach a four-way stop at the same time, who goes first? A. The vehicle turning left. B. The vehicle on the right. C. The larger vehicle. D. The one that signals first. The answer is B. The vehicle on the right. Explanation. At a four-way stop, the driver on the right has the right of way when vehicles arrive simultaneously. Question 8. What should you do when being passed by another vehicle? A. Honk and move left. B. Speed up to prevent passing. C. Move to the right and maintain speed. D. Stop immediately. The answer is C. Move to the right and maintain speed. Explanation. You should stay to the right and keep a steady speed to allow the other vehicle to pass safely. Question 9. What is the minimum following distance under ideal driving conditions? A. Half a car length. B. 1 second. C. 3 seconds. D. 2 seconds. The answer is D. 2 seconds. Explanation. Ontario's 2-second rule helps ensure safe following distance under normal driving conditions. Question 10. When driving in heavy fog, you should A. Use low-beam headlights. B. Use high-beam headlights. C. Drive with hazard lights on. D. Drive close to the vehicle ahead. The answer is A. Use low-beam headlights. Explanation. Low beams reduce glare and improve visibility in fog, unlike high beams. Question 11. When must headlights be turned on? A. Between half an hour before sunset and half an hour after sunrise. B. Only at night. C. During rain only. D. Only in rural areas. The answer is A. Between half an hour before sunset and half an hour after sunrise. Explanation. Ontario law requires headlights from 30 minutes before sunset to 30 minutes after sunrise, or when visibility is poor. Question 12. When is it legal to use a handheld cell phone while driving? A. Only when stopped at a red light. B. Only when calling emergency services. C. At low speeds. D. Never. The answer is B. Only when calling emergency services. Explanation: using a handheld device is illegal unless calling 911 in an emergency. Question 13. What should a driver do when their vehicle starts to skid? A. Steer in the direction of the skid. B. Slam on the brakes. C. Steer opposite to the skid. D. Accelerate quickly. The answer is A. Steer in the direction of the skid. Explanation: steering into the skid helps regain control by aligning the vehicle with the direction it's sliding. Question 14. You must signal your intention to turn at least A. 30 meters before turning. B. 60 meters before turning. C. 100 meters before turning. D. When entering the intersection. The answer is C. 100 meters before turning. Explanation: the MTO requires signaling at least 100 meters before making a turn. Question 15. When parking uphill with a curb, turn your front wheels. A. Away from the curb. B. Toward the curb. C. Straight ahead. D. It doesn't matter. The answer is A. Away from the curb. Explanation: turning wheels away from the curb ensures the vehicle rolls back against it if it moves. Question 16. When parking downhill with a curb, your front wheels should be A. Toward the curb. B. Away from the curb. C. Straight ahead. D. At a 45 degrees angle. The answer is A. Toward the curb. Explanation: turn wheels toward the curb so if the vehicle rolls, the tires stop against the curb. Question 17. What should you do if you miss your highway exit? A. Continue to the next exit. B. Reverse carefully. C. Stop and back up. D. Make a U-turn on the shoulder. The answer: A. Continue to the next exit. Explanation: it's illegal and unsafe to reverse or make a U-turn on a highway. Continue to the next exit. Question 18. Before changing lanes, you must A. Signal only. B. Check mirrors, signal, and shoulder check. C. Honk to alert others. D. Slow to a stop. The answer is B. Check mirrors, signal, and shoulder check. Explanation: always mirror check, signal, and do a shoulder check before changing lanes. Question 19. When must you yield to pedestrians? A. Only during daytime. B. Only if they are on your side of the road. C. At all crosswalks and intersections. D. Only when traffic is stopped. The answer is C. At all crosswalks and intersections. Explanation: drivers must yield to pedestrians crossing at marked or unmarked crosswalks and intersections. Question 20. What is the maximum speed limit on most Ontario rural highways, unless posted otherwise? A. 70 kilometers per hour. B. 90 kilometers per hour. C. 100 kilometers per hour. D. 80 kilometers per hour. The answer is D. 80 kilometers per hour. Explanation: rural highways without posted limits are typically 80 kilometers per hour zones in Ontario. Question 21. When should you use your horn? A. To warn others of danger. B. To express frustration. C. To signal lane changes. D. To alert pedestrians at all times. The answer is A. To warn others of danger. Explanation: the horn should only be used as a warning to prevent collisions, not for unnecessary use. Question 22. What must you do when a school bus with flashing red lights is stopped? A. Stop at least 20 meters away. B. Slow and pass carefully. C. Honk to alert the driver. D. Proceed if no children are visible. The answer is A. Stop at least 20 meters away. Explanation: all drivers must stop at least 20 meters behind a school bus with red lights flashing. Question 23. When driving at night, dim your headlights when A. Within 50 meters. B. Within 150 meters of an oncoming vehicle. C. At intersections only. D. When following at a distance. The answer is B. Within 150 meters of an oncoming vehicle. Explanation: You must dim headlights within 150 meters of oncoming traffic to avoid glare. Question 24. If your brakes fail, what is the first action to take? A. Apply the parking brake sharply. B. Turn off the ignition immediately. C. Pump the brake pedals several times. D. Shift into neutral. The answer is C. Pump the brake pedals several times. Explanation. Pumping the brakes can help restore pressure before using the parking brake gradually. Question 25. A driver must stop for a school bus when A. It is parked with no lights. B. It is moving slowly. C. It signals a turn. D.it is stopped with red lights flashing. The answer is D.it is stopped with red lights flashing. Explanation. Stopping for a school bus with flashing red lights is required by Ontario law. Question 26. When entering a roundabout, you must A. Yield to traffic already in the circle. B. Enter quickly to claim your spot. C. Always stop before entering. D. Signal left when entering. The answer is A. Yield to traffic already in the circle. Explanation. Drivers entering a roundabout must yield to vehicles already circulating. Question 27. How many demerit points will you receive for failing to stop for a school bus with its red lights flashing? A. 3 points. B. 6 points. C. 4 points. D. 2 points. The answer is B. 6 points. Explanation. Failing to stop for a school bus results in a fine and 6 demerit points in Ontario. Question 28. What is the blood alcohol concentration, BAC, limit for fully licensed G drivers in Ontario? A. 0.05%. B. 0%. C. 0.08%. D. 0.1%. The answer is C. 0.08%. Explanation. It's illegal to drive with a BAC of 0.08% or more. Novice drivers must maintain 0%. Question 29. When you hear a siren from an emergency vehicle approaching from behind, you must A. Maintain speed and move left. B. Pull to the right and stop. C. Stop immediately in your lane. D. Speed up to get out of the way. The answer is B. Pull to the right and stop. Explanation. Ontario law requires pulling to the right edge of the road and stopping until the vehicle passes. Question 30. When approaching a stopped streetcar with open doors, you must A. Proceed with caution. B. Pass on the right side. C. Stop at least 2 meters behind. D. Honk to alert passengers. The answer is C. Stop at least 2 meters behind. Explanation. Drivers must stop at least 2 meters behind streetcars when doors are open or passengers are boarding. Question 31. What should you do if a tire blows out while driving? A. Brake hard immediately. B. Grip the steering wheel firmly and ease off the gas. C. Turn sharply off the road. D. Accelerate quickly to regain control. The answer is B. Grip the steering wheel firmly and ease off the gas. Explanation. Hold the wheel firmly and let the car slow gradually before steering to the shoulder. Question 32. In Ontario, your vehicle must be equipped with tires that have at least how much tread depth? A. 1.5 millimeters. B. 2 millimeters. C. 3 millimeters. D. 1.6 millimeters. The answer is D. 1.6 millimeters. Explanation. The minimum legal tire tread depth in Ontario is 1.6 millimeters. Question 33. What must you do at a flashing red traffic light? A. Slow down and proceed with caution. B. Stop, then go when safe. C. Stop only if turning. D. Proceed if no pedestrians are present. The answer is B. Stop, then go when safe. Explanation. A flashing red light means you must stop, then proceed when the intersection is clear. Question 34. If a police officer signals you to pull over and you fail to stop, you may face A. A fine only. B. Vehicle impoundment. C. A warning letter. D. No penalty if you apologize. The answer is B. Vehicle impoundment. Explanation. Failing to stop for police can result in fines, demerit points, license suspension, and vehicle impoundment. Question 35. What is the maximum speed limit on Ontario's 400 series highways unless otherwise posted? A. 90 km per hour. B. 120 km per hour. C. 110 km per hour. D. 100 km per hour. The answer is D. 100 km per hour. Explanation. The default speed limit on most 400 series highways is 100 km per hour unless signs show otherwise. Question 36. When must you carry your driver's license while operating a vehicle? A. Only when driving out of town. B. Only during the day. C. At all times when driving. D. Only if requested by police. The answer is C. At all times when driving. Explanation. Ontario drivers must carry their valid license whenever operating a vehicle. Question 37. If you accumulate too many demerit points as a G1 or G2 driver, your license may be A. Suspended. B. Upgraded. C. Exempted. D. Converted to a full G license. The answer is A. Suspended. Explanation. Novice drivers risk license suspension if they accumulate too many demerit points. Question 38. What is the penalty for driving without insurance in Ontario? A. Warning only. B. Fine and possible license suspension. C. Vehicle impoundment for 3 days. D. No penalty if it's the first offense. The answer is B. Fine and possible license suspension. Explanation. Driving uninsured carries a fine up to $5,000 and possible license suspension. Question 39. When approaching a pedestrian with a white cane, you must A. Slow down and proceed. B. Honk to alert them. C. Stop completely and yield. D. Pass quickly before they cross. The answer is C. Stop completely and yield. Explanation. Drivers must stop and yield to pedestrians with white canes as they indicate visual impairment. Question 40. When can you turn right on a red light in Ontario? A. After stopping and ensuring it's safe. B. Only if there's no traffic. C. Anytime without stopping. D. Never. The answer is A. After stopping and ensuring it's safe. Explanation. You may turn right on red after a full stop unless a sign prohibits it. Question 41. If your car starts to hydroplane, you should A. Brake suddenly. B. Accelerate slightly. C. Ease off the gas and steer straight. D. Turn the wheel sharply. The answer is C. Ease off the gas and steer straight. Explanation. Reducing speed and steering straight helps you regain traction safely. Question 42. When must you report a collision to the police in Ontario? A. Only if someone is injured. B. If damages exceed $2,000 or there are injuries. C. For all minor scratches. D. Only if both parties agree. The answer is B. If damages exceed $2,000 or there are injuries. Explanation. Collisions causing injury or over $2,000 in total damage must be reported to police. Question 43. When merging onto a highway, you should A. Match your speed to the traffic. B. Stop before entering. C. Drive slowly on the shoulder. D. Use hazard lights. The answer is A. Match your speed to the traffic. Explanation. Accelerating to match the flow of traffic ensures a smooth, safe merge. Question 44. If a vehicle behind you is following too closely, you should A. Brake hard to warn them. B. Move to another lane if possible. C. Speed up. D. Ignore it. The answer is B. Move to another lane if possible. Explanation. If being tailgate, change lanes when safe to allow the driver to pass. Question 45. How many demerit points will you receive for running a red light in Ontario? A. 2 points. B. 3 points. C. 4 points. D. 6 points. The answer is B. 3 points. Explanation. Running a red light results in a $325 fine and 3 demerit points. Question 46. When you are required to use winter tires in Ontario? A. Only in northern highways. B. Not mandatory but strongly recommended. C. Mandatory province-wide. D. Only for commercial vehicles. The answer is B. Not mandatory but strongly recommended. Explanation: Ontario encourages but does not mandate winter tires, except in some northern routes. Question 47. What must you do when approaching a stopped emergency vehicle with flashing lights on the roadside? A. Slow down and move over one lane. B. Stop completely. C. Speed up to pass quickly. D. Ignore unless police are directing traffic. The answer is A. Slow down and move over one lane. Explanation: Ontario's move over law requires slowing down and changing lanes if safe. Question 48. What is the minimum insurance coverage required for all Ontario drivers? A. $100,000. B. $200,000. C. $500,000. D. $1 million. The answer is B. $200,000. Explanation: Ontario law requires a minimum third-party liability insurance of $200,000. Question 49. When may a G1 driver drive on a 400 series highway? A. With a fully licensed driver beside them. B. Alone during daylight hours. C. Never. D. Only during a test. The answer is A. With a fully licensed driver beside them. Explanation: G1 drivers can use 400 series highways only with a fully licensed driver who has 4+ years of experience. Question 50. What is the maximum blood alcohol concentration allowed for G1 and G2 drivers? A. 0.08%. B. 0.05%. C. 0%. D. 0.02%. The answer is C. 0%. Explanation: Novice drivers must maintain 0 blood alcohol when driving in Ontario.